I'm just going over the trail cameras from Dad's. We had a lot of good stuff on here. We've actually got a couple nice bucks, foxes, the bear. Now, I got a weird clip to show you guys. It's the audio that's weird. There's a deer or something in front of the camera that sets the camera off, and we'll see his ears about halfway through the clip. They'll just flash and he'll go by. But listen to the noises coming out of the bush in the background. I don't know. I mean, I know the trail camera, there's a lot of static. They amplify the sound a lot, but wow, I don't know what that is. Good morning, guys. Up bright and early today. It's going to be a hot one. I wanted to take a drive in and explore some of the places that I deer hunt, which are way off the beaten path. There seems to be a lot of activity going on around my place this time of year, and I thought this is the perfect time to get out to these places nobody goes except hunting season. So right now there shouldn't be anyone in the woods back here. We're probably 40 kilometers away from people, civilization. So it's just us and the wildlife. Let's go check it out. Old logging roads used to get back in here. And there's some really nice old growth forest hemlock woods that I want to hike up into and just look around, do some audio recordings, see what we can find. And by us, of course, I mean Gage and myself. I asked him if he wanted to go for a walk. He didn't even ask where, he just jumped in the truck. Can't ask for a better hiking partner. That guy's on the inside of the truck. Well, he's a long way from home. Sorry, buddy, but you're getting out here. Where's my Squatch tracking dog? Go get him. You're gonna scare him away acting like that. Lots of wildlife out here, guys. Deer, moose, black bear, all kinds of stuff. Never know what you're going to run into. Moose track right there. Well, this is why the deer like it up here so much. Right full of acorns. There's a lot of deer up here. You know what they say about the deer, right? They feed the Squatch. So we are the black triangle at the bottom of the GPS screen, and you can see the deer marker that I put here many years ago. We're just going to walk this ridge line and go into my deer spot and look for sign and whatnot along the way. So deer fly season is in full swing right now. And they're getting gauged pretty good, so we're going to keep moving. The bugs are another huge reason why people don't come out here this time of year. Now I brought a full long jacket. The problem is today it's almost 30 degrees at 9 o'clock already. Just too hot to be wearing that stuff and carrying a bunch of gear. So I have to kind of put up with the bugs. But it keeps every other human out of here. The sane ones, anyway. It is like the jungles of Borneo here, guys. We're a quarter mile up this trail. And the bugs are so bad, and it is so hot. I know in my head this is prime Sasquatch territory, but you know what? Even they couldn't live here. They'd be like, no, forget this. I'd rather be found by humans than live out here in this chaos. This is terrible. I wish I could show you guys the amount of bugs around here. There's just a couple. There's hundreds, literally hundreds of deer flies around me right now, biting me and Gage. How would a Sasquatch tolerate this? No. The deer and the bear and the moose, they get out of here too. They're on the side of the highway down there, along the edge of the swamp right now. Whew. I'm gonna head back for the truck, guys. We'll take this road here, skidding trail, will take us back down to the old logging road. Then it's a half-mile up to the truck. We'll keep our eye open for tracks and anything in the mud. I think we're gonna end up turning the rest of this day into a drive down the old logging roads because it's just, the bugs are so bad and it's so hot right now. It's 10 o'clock. I'm done. I'm pretty much done with bugs, guys. I'm done. What were you doing? Down here rolling in the mud like a pig. I can't say that I blame you, buddy. These flies are so bad, eh? But you stink. I'll be honest with you, you stink. Yeah, get them. Kill a few. All right, let's go. Let's get back to the truck. I know, buddy. Keep going. It's bad, but keep going. I forgot. I stole my wife's hat this morning. This is one of those bug repellent hats. I don't know where she got it, what brand it is, but I'll tell you, it doesn't work. Wind River. I've had more bugs on me in the last hour. They're not actually, I don't see any landing on the hat though. Oh, that was a raw deal, guys. That was an hour of my life. I wish I had come up with some kind of different plan, but I will not apologize. We are out here, we are exploring. We're going places that nobody else dare go right now. So, you know what? We're gonna drive around for a bit. I'm gonna sit in the AC for an hour and out of the bugs. But just traveling these roads, I honestly believe, guys, if there are Bigfoot out here in the woods, they are gonna do what all the other animals do, and that is come down here. I can feel a nice cold breeze right now. The flies are half as bad, a third as bad as what they are up in that bush. If there's anything living up in that bush right now, we have just as good, if not a better chance of seeing it on these old logging roads. Oh, the sweet sound of air conditioning. We're still on lockdown up here until 4 more days. So yeah, I still have COVID hair. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Things are just starting to open again right now. There's a nice track trap right here, guys. Lots of sand. I usually get out and check all of these. The bugs are so friggin' bad, I don't even want to get out of the truck. But I will. Might see some deer tracks, some moose tracks, you never know. I see old moose tracks right here, really old. Right there. Those are weeks old. There's a better one you can kind of see. There's a good one there. You can see my footprints that I'm leaving behind. So other than one lonely old bull moose and a few old deer tracks in here, Nothing. Wow, what a difference down here on the road. It's a really nice breeze. Like, you can see where I sweated through, where my strap for my gear is. My back is all wet from the pack sack. It feels so good right here just to stand on the road. I'm sure all the animals are thinking the same thing, right? Get out of the bush. Or get into the air conditioning, even better. These old roads are great because there's sand all the way down the side of them. So if I just drive along here slowly, I can see all the game that's been out as I'm going along. Lots of moose and deer. I did see a wolf track back there. But it's dry. And the drier the conditions, the harder it is to tell what the tracks are without me getting out and doing a real close-up inspection. But I've been hunting up here and tracking with our guys for ever since I could walk in the bush. So, and I haven't said it in a while, so I'll say it again, but all of my hunting group, my brothers, my uncles, my dad, none of us have ever seen a strange track that we could 100% say, hey, that looks like a footprint, a bare footprint out here in the woods anywhere. And when I say these guys are hardcore, they're hardcore hunters. When I was a kid, that's all we ate was wild game. Whatever dad or grandpa brought home, deer, moose, bear, rabbits, you name it, we ate it. We lived off the land. My brother likes to say, no, we didn't. We bought groceries. Yeah, we did, but all of our meat came from the bush. Fish, lots of fish. And of course, both my grandfathers had little hobby farms. One did pigs, the other one did steers. So I guess there was a trading system probably going on there. You know, here's half a pig, here's half a cow. You know, they all had great big gardens back in the day. Nobody has a garden anymore. I used to years ago, and I gave it up. I should probably get back at it, the way the world's going. We've got a looping maple here right on the side of the road. Still covered in this year's growth, so for whatever reason that these things get looped over, that just happened this winter because it's still growing. You know, here's the end of it. Down here touching the ground. Why would just one little tree out of 50 right here have snow load if that's what it was? No idea. Yeah, the bush is so thick down there you'd never see anything. It really is like northern jungle. There's another one starting to loop over right there. So I'm gonna pick and choose these old roads that kind of head back towards my dad's place, probably 30 kilometers from here. And I want to grab the trail cameras. So that'll be the last thing we do today. We'll end up there. We'll let Gage play with Janice for half an hour, and I'll go in and grab the trail cameras, and if there's anything on there, I'll put it at the end of this video. So I brought the audio recorder, but after I realized how bad the deer flies were up there, you would never be able to get a clean recording of any sounds. You would just hear the bugs buzzing by. And it's very difficult to get clean audio this time of year. So I should say as well, when I say wolf track back there on the road, that's a true wolf track. We have timber wolves out here. So we're about 60 kilometers north of my place, and I have actually got timber wolves on the trail cameras a couple times out here. I'm sure there's coyotes too. Well, actually, we've seen coyotes over the years. But true wolves, they're out here. These are the woods. So I watched a 3-part series called Sasquatch. It was on Hulu earlier this year, so if you guys have that, check it out. It's not really about Sasquatch. It's very interesting. It's about a guy who goes undercover and embeds himself. He's an investigative reporter. And many years ago, while working on one of these cannabis farms out west, he heard about 3 guys that were murdered by Sasquatch, torn apart. And so he proceeds to investigate this. And it's really not about Sasquatch. There's a little bit of stuff thrown in there, and it kind of works because it's a mystery, and at the end you do get an answer as to what happened. I enjoyed it, but don't go into it thinking that it's an actual documentary on Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a very small part of it, but a cool part of it. So check it out if you like. Actually, guys, I'll mention you can get it on YouTube for free right now. Just type in Sasquatch Hulu Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, and some guy has taped it or whatever, and it's on YouTube. That's where I watched all 3 parts. Check it out. Out on the trails we cut, I'll take the dogs for one last walk, and I'll grab the trail cameras and see what we've got on here. Hopefully we got some more moose, some deer, or whatever. It's hot, eh, Janice? Oh yeah, it's hot. I know. Doesn't even look like the same trail system, does it, guys? It's so overgrown. Ooh, watch this, guys, watch this. Look at that. Black bear. A lot of you guys mentioned in the last video that Gage and I, when we came through here, Gage stayed very close to me and he seemed nervous. Well, there's lots of moose and now black bear. So I'm sure he hears these, smells these, senses these. Probably that's what it was. I'm actually really surprised that this camera is still in one piece when a black bear came right up to it like that. Usually what happens when a black bear finds your camera, it's so curious, they just don't leave them alone, they destroy them. So actually I'm super lucky to still have this camera in one piece. So this camera overlooking the top of the hill trail has 31 captures on it. I didn't look at what they are, but we know our best camera is always the one down on the lower end, and I haven't even got to that one yet. So why don't you guys check out all the captures? We're bound to have something good. We know we got a black bear at least. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next adventure.